Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to work on a page out of this book, A Year of Junk Journaling by Martina Calvi. I started the year off strong and said I was going to do this every Wednesday. And I called it Wednesdays We Journal. Well, I dropped the ball, and I'm going to tell you why. I was like frozen in my craft room and was spending more time looking for stuff than creating. So I had to stop, pause, hit the pause button, and get things organized because I was spending more time trying to find things than creating. So I had to take time for myself and get that done, and that's what I did. And so today we're going to pick up on, let's see, I believe it's Project 11. Yes, it's Project 11, and it's bright and bold. And it says to collect all your brightest color papers, paints, or stickers, wrappers, tickets, or summer-related ephemera, highlighters, or paint pens for bold accents. And then it says start with a bold background, painted or collage, and arrange stuff. And then you could create pop-out elements. Well, this is her sample inside. And you can get this book on Amazon. And I'll have the link below. And I love it, especially if you're new to junk journaling and not sure where to start. It gives you prompts for a year, so once a week for a year. And today we're going to work on this page, the bright prompts. So I've gathered some stuff, and I love her examples. And say you don't have all this stuff, you can even cut out some of the stuff out of the book to make your page. So that could work also. So I'll show you what I've gathered and what I have here. So I started to lay down on the page different things that I would like to use. And I gathered some bright stickers, excuse the glare. And then I had some die cuts that I've cut out, and I thought those are nice and bright and pretty. And here's another die cut over here. And then I had this bright little planner that I thought I would use. And Seven Brew was giving these out, and I thought that could go on there. Have some more little stickers here. And I thought these are like shaped, you know, with openings in the middle. So I thought I could put them around each day. I don't know, we'll play with it and see what we come up with. And then I have these stickers. And I also have some brads here that I could use to put these flowers together. Have a ticket and just random stuff. And then I had these little label things. And then I have just trim from paper here. So let's see what we get together. I was looking, so this is just a piece of scrap cardstock. And so I sort of liked how it was tore here. And I thought if I put my die cuts down and I attach them with brads, I could just attach them to this sheet and then glue it to here. So let's get started. See how I have this opening over here? I thought I could put this trim along there. What do we think? Let me get you into frame so you could see the whole thing. That would help. Okay, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to get her done. So I like that along there. That looks good. And then there was this green little strip here. So I thought, okay, I could take that across the top, or I could do something messy like that. That's sort of neat too up there. I like that, I think. And then maybe put the green strip on top of that. And it could even stick out of the book. It doesn't matter. It's a junk journal. Remind yourself it doesn't have to be perfect. Let me get some glue. I love mono liquid glue. So I'm just going to stick the glue on the back of here. So if you were making this along with me and wondered what happened, that's what happened, and I hope we continue. And I'm not going to say I'm going to do it on a certain day. I'm just going to pop on here and do it when the mood strikes me. And they might not be in order, and that's okay. There's no rules in junk journaling. Okay, now let's put that green strip there for fun. Need to get you back in frame. I'm famous for that because I'm in a new area and I'm trying to get used to the setup here. Okay, that's neat. So I have this, and it's like a little planner, but I thought I could use these over some of these little spots. So let's see what we can do here. I don't know if it's magnifying or what, but I'm just going to take that around and put that around Taco Tuesday. It says notes. Gonna add that there. This one says Super Saturday. So that's what we have there so far. Excuse the shine. So now I'm going to see what little brand that I would like to put on these flowers. I love this one. It's just fun to use. Do we like green on there? I don't know. Let's do a hole punch. And usually what I try to do is go through all the layers at one time, and we'll see if that works for us. Okay, so I put all the brads through the flowers, and now I'm going to attach them in different places on here. I think I'm going to go with this one on the bottom right corner, hanging off. Oopsie. Let's fix that. So I like that like that. That's super cute. And then I'm gonna randomly put these in spots. Okay, and now I'm gonna just lift the petals a little bit so they stand out. And it gives it a 3D look. I'll do that on here. Okay, and so now that I have these down with the brads, I'm going to go ahead and glue this part to the page. And then we're going to add some random fun flowers that are on this sticker sheet. So anyhow, let me get this glued down. And as I'm gluing, I'm not going to glue this side. I'm going to leave this side open so it could be a little hidden tuck spot. I love doing the hidden tuck spots because it's a place where I could put personal notes, and it's fun to do that, I think. Okay, now let's place these bright flowers in different spots and just go with it. What do you think, guys? I think it's turning out really cute. The key is to not overthink and just go with it. How fun is that? And then I had these other stickers. So let's see if we have spots left. Maybe I could do the smaller ones over here. See if this one's too big for that area. Nope. That's okay, they're overlapping. So it's looking like a bright page. Let's see, I could do a yellow one down there. I'm loving it. And I thought, well, I could put a little tickets in these little slots. This is a Tim Holtz die cut. And we could put bright stuff in those pockets. Could even leave some flowers or stickers on the plastic and put them in there so they could be used somewhere else in the journal. That's a good idea. Just thinking out loud. So it's still on its plastic and it could be placed elsewhere in the journal and put in that pocket. Almost cut myself there. That wouldn't have been fun video. So now there's extra flowers in the pocket. Oh, it looks like this shifted. So I'm going to reapply that. Probably didn't press down on it hard enough. I'm in Florida, so the humidity sometimes can be a problem. So do we like the 7 brew up here? I sort of like that there. Maybe I take this green label. Let's see what this flower looks like on there. Do we like that on there? Yeah, maybe I do that. Or just moving things around to see where I like them. That 7 brew can even be a pocket too, where I could just glue around the back like this, and that could turn into a pocket. And sometimes, you know, if you don't mind seeing that's a pocket, you could take a little hole punch. You know, I got the glue on there, making it difficult for myself. But you could take a little hole punch and do a little notch in the top. And see, now it has a little notch to do that. Okay, so now that's a pocket. And I love this flower, so I think that looks good with the green background. What do we think? And then I'll glue this down. Sometimes if you don't have a narrow end on your glue stick, sometimes I'll put the glue down on something, and then I'll take a toothpick and go around the edges so I don't get glue outside the area where I'm gluing down it. Okay, I have everything glued down. And then I remembered I have enamel dots that I never use. And they're bright and they got some bling. So I thought I would add bling throughout here. Maybe in the center of some of the flowers could be really cool. Uh-oh. Okay, I've added the bling, and I'll let you take a closer look because I know there's reflections. What do we think? And let me know in the comments below if you would like me to put copies of my pages on Instagram, and say you just wanted to go on Instagram and look up project number 11 or week number 11, you could just see how I've done mine. Let me know if that would be helpful to you, and I could put those photos out there. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to try to keep up with this in between special orders and all that good stuff. Thanks for coming to my channel. Please like and subscribe and come back and see me. Have a great day. Also, I wanted to tell you at the end of this video, I'm going to have photos of the pages my daughter has done. She's done a great job too, and that might help you with ideas on your pages. All right.